Hello people, I am Jaby KOAY, joined by Juliana Lee. We're gonna look at PANTHAM, the movie teaser starring Gopichand and Marine. Its music is by Gopichand, and it's directed by Chakravarthi. So, let's check this out.
చెప్పుకోవడానికి ఇదేం కొత్త కథ కాదు. దేశం పుట్టినప్పటి నుంచి మనం చెప్పుకునే కథ. ఇప్పటికైనా చెప్పండి మీరు ఏం చేస్తుంటారు? లోపల ఉంది బయటికి తీస్తాం, బయట ఉంది లోపలికి తోస్తాం. డింగ్ డింగ్. ఫ్రీగా ఇల్లు ఇస్తాం, కరెంట్ ఇస్తాం, రుణాలు మాఫీ చేస్తాం, ఓటుకి 5,000 ఇస్తాం అనగానే ముందు వెనక మంచి చెడు ఆలోచించుకుని ఓటేసేసి అవినీతి లేని సమాజం కావాలి, కరప్షన్ లేని కంట్రీ కావాలంటే ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తాయి?
It's like a way to break someone's knee.
Yeah. Yup.
That guy's got some biceps. Joke. Speaking English badly on purpose. He's got some serious biceps going on.
Yeah.
The first thing that strikes me is the tone that they were kind of, because it had like the serious thing, and they showed you, no, but there's comedy in here.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to like, not just serious, it's like this political drama talking about society and whatnot and what people deserve to have just as a basic principle of being a person.
Is it rare that you mix, like, in movies specifically, like comedy and politics? That's like a hard thing to mix, right?
There's a movie called Wag the Dog. I never finished watching it, but I think that they kind of tried to do that there. But that's not an action film at all. That's more of a just regular.
This seems like the best of a lot of worlds here.
What do you think the story is? Like, this guy's got this dope-ass computer monitor I want that monitor that's just surrounds me.
I'm pretty sure they're selling it at Best Buy right now, actually, yeah.
I don't know what the story is here exactly, but I'm getting a sense for what might be happening over the course of the movie. You got this guy who's a super badass officer.
Yeah.
When he's walking and he's flipping his keys, I'm like, okay, he's really good at looking good.
It's an awesome shot too. Like that's a.
He's good at looking like a badass. It's got me teased. I can say that much. I need to see a trailer though because I don't know what's going on. I liked his little speech though in the courthouse when he's like going off and saying, you know, this is what we need and this is what we go through and blah blah blah. I'm like, I always love moments like that because it's like this kind of vicarious feeling of being a frustrated citizen where you're like, oh yes, exactly. Say the things that I feel.
Yeah.
Now, if only we could translate that to real life.
That's why we go to the movies.
Exactly. Escapism. I like the little slow-mo
That
fight
was
scene
cool.
stuff. Yeah.
Although it looked very painful.
It did look painful. One of the things I liked about it is that there's like a lot of dust that's exacerbating the effect of what he's doing. And that's actually an age-old kung fu film trick. Jackie Chan talks about that in one of his DVDs. He puts powder on his feet when he kicks somebody, and that powder effect, like it adds a lot more pizzazz to the action sequence.
That's cool.
It's a beautifully shot movie from what I can tell. Like the colors are vibrant and it really pops. The cinematography looks looks very pretty.
It's very, very pretty.
This is an aside, but I like the texture of the font and the little smoke and fire behind it. It's got a very Matrix feel. I don't know if you remember the first Matrix commercial, but I was so in love with it. I was in love with the design of the commercial when you saw the names pop up and the smoke billowing behind it.
It's intriguing.
Yeah. I mean, that's actually what informed my opening animation.
Oh, cool.
Is that billowing smoke. When I was talking to, you know, my buddy who made it for me, I was like, can you make it like the Matrix, the commercial. I mean, please. I still don't know what's going on. I have no idea. One of the difficulties that I find with some South Indian trailers is they're speaking so fast, and it's like these huge blocks of text, and you have about 2 seconds to get through it because it moves on to the next one. And I'm trying to balance like getting the information and appreciating what's visually happening at the same time. I find that it's more of a challenge with the South Indian films than other Indian films because it's just moving so fast. So I'm gonna look at the trailer again right now to try to absorb this better. It's not a new story to talk about. This is the story we've been telling since the birth of the nation. So India was born about 70 years ago, I guess. I don't know. My math is not great. So I guess they're posing. Like they're doing this little music thing. It seems like they were doing some kind of a jingle for something. I would imagine that like posing, like trying to get in on this guy's house.
Yeah, and then boom, it gets epic.
He seems like a pansy, but then you find out he's a badass.
What?
Yeah, mind blown. There's a lot of intrigue going on there. Like even this shot right here at 20 seconds. I don't know what room they're in. I don't know why anything's happening, but it looks cool the way it's shot. Like the camera pushing slowly, guy crossing frame. It's just very creative with the way it's shot. One of the cool things that I get kind of obsessed with, especially if you watch a show like 24. 24 has great shots. Is when you like kind of obscure the frame a little bit. You put things in. It's a very cinematic
it's
thing.
like a very like just like over on the side of blur. I think people like imagination. Like they like to like have a little bit of mystery there in
Yeah.
their shots. Like, yeah, I love, yeah, that's cool.
You got the little bokeh effect going on, and it's just slightly blurred out, and it just creates mystery and makes you want to learn more. There's a film DVD I watched, I think they called it an open shot. The terminology to me was ironic because I flipped it in my head, but an open shot is when the interpretation is open, and a closed shot is when the interpretation is closed. If it was a wide shot, you could make up all the details in the frame, so you know exactly what's going on. There's no mystery, so it's a closed shot. Like you were just saying, there's more mystery, and so you're kind of asking yourself questions about what's going on. At 36 seconds, you know who the bad guy is. This dude in the yellow vest, because there's two dudes in white begging for their lives in the background, and he's not even acknowledging them.
He doesn't care.
He's so ID gaff. One of my favorite new words is who gaff.
Wait, what is that?
Who gaff. Who gives a fuck?
Oh.
So ID gaff is I don't give a. It's a beautiful shot. This wide cinematic kind of framing.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot happening in this shot. Yeah, it's beautiful. And these guys look really upset about losing their life. You know they're not gonna make it. They don't look like guys who make it. They don't look like guys who survive
they
this.
really don't. I was wondering. I was looking. I was like, maybe they.
No, they're not gonna make it. These are the guys you kill at the beginning of a movie.
Yeah, right at the beginning.
Yeah, that's just establish the tone. You establish who your bad guy is. You establish he's merciless, and he offs them.
And that stash.
Or he kills one of them and lets the other one live.
Oh, that is a thing that happens.
Did you ever see Mulan? How many soldiers do you need to deliver a message?
One.
This shot right here at 40 seconds.
What?
This reminds me of a Shahid Kapoor film fight scene that I saw. R. Rajkumar, I think is the name of the video, if I'm not mistaken. I apologize if I got that wrong. But the scene, the color, everything
It's
about
incredible.
that. Well, it looks just like that fight scene that I saw before, but I don't mind seeing it again. Like, it looks awesome. The guy's got this, he's got this kind of like, he's not the most masculine with the way he's trying to strike the dude, but
he looks a little unsure of himself.
Yeah, he's like, maybe I shouldn't. But then dude's like, hey man, you shouldn't have. Pow! Kicks him in the stomach. You deserve that.
Oh.
You be sure of how you're going to fight me.
Yeah.
The other day I did a trailer reaction or something, or a fight scene reaction, and it was a trailer reaction. I did a trailer reaction, and I couldn't recognize the guy because he's such a versatile actor. I've actually watched his other trailers, and I watched him in a fight scene, and apparently, like, I just didn't remember him. And so I'm gonna say again, I may have seen this dude before, but I don't recognize him. But he's got a cool presence about him.
He definitely has like an element of swag for sure.
You know, you'll find that a lot in Indian action films. Actually, you'll find these guys because you're new to the Indian film scene, you'll find a lot of guys who are just got the swag about them with the aviators, and they know how to walk the walk, man. It's funny you say that because I'm thinking about it over here. We don't have that anymore. We used to have that in the 80s. And we don't really have guys who have swag about them. The one person we came closest to with that was The Rock, and he abandoned it in favor of comedy.
Yeah, The Rock, he does have like an element, like all over his IG, he's always like pulling up that sleeve, fixing that watch, you know, he's got this like,
But it's always following that up with self-deprecating humor. It's like, we don't really have a dude like that. I have to turn to my Indian cinema to get all the swag.
Why don't you become that dude?
I'm way too self-deprecating.
That's okay.
I make fun of
That's very self-aware of you.
That's kind of sexy, actually.
I like the insecurities.
Aviator glasses with the insecurity. I like that. That's very
what are you hiding behind those glasses?
You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Please check out Juliana Lee on the social media. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Juliana Lee has an Instagram account with a lot of interesting photos. You want to see those.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
Check out other reactions, reviews, and short films. I'm Jaby KOAY. This is
Juliana Lee.
Peace out.